wait, what was I saying? Like, sup bros or something like that. It's like, I couldn't do it. But we were laughing so hard about it. Like, sup bros. Yeah. I couldn't do it.
Is that what I sound like in your head?
No, I just can't do a deep voice.
When have I ever said sup bros?
I don't know. Sup homies.
You just say what's up.
Yeah.
I'm trying so hard I can't get my voice low.
I'm trying so hard I can't get my voice low.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
You're such a dick.
You can get your ass beat in a minute. She started it.
Joint effort.
There's a lot of titties.
That's cool.
You watch that show.
I should catch up on that.
It's really good.
I got a lot of shows to watch.
I still need to get around to that one. I'll watch that when Cassie moves in because I'll be able to steal her Netflix.
You realize I'm going to have to pay double Netflix now.
Why?
I'm not getting rid of it for my parents. My parents might actually murder me.
Oh.
How's my mom going to watch her Bridgerton scenes? They're supposed to get spicier.
I don't know.
Have you seen the very first episode of Bridgerton?
Matt's seen all
I've
of
seen,
Bridgerton.
yeah.
The very first episode. Wild.
Matt loves Bridgerton. It is his favorite show on Netflix.
Get full of ass right there.
Of a guy or a girl?
Guy.
Yeah, it's man ass.
It's man ass. So then you're definitely into that show.
Shut the fuck up.
What?
I thought of a scene from Witcher.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought
was
it was
thinking
more
of that.
smut.
Well, there is a lot of smut in Witcher. Henry Cavill. Wow.
Henry Cavill. Wow.
Well, as Witcher, yes. Every other thing,
Superman?
Eh.
Not even in Mission
Nah.
Impossible?
Henry Cavill with silver hair.
It is like something else. Like you didn't expect it to be like, wow.
Ungentlemanly Warfare? Mm-hmm.
Wait, so is he getting replaced by?
Oh, yeah, he's already
Liam
done.
Hemsworth.
I thought Liam Hemsworth is dead.
No, that's the guy from One Direction you're thinking of.
They're both from One Direction.
No.
Neither of them are from One Direction.
Liam Payne.
Did you just say Henry Cavill and Liam Hemsworth are both from One Direction?
Liam Payne is from One Direction, yes. Liam Hemsworth is still alive.
Right, I was thinking of him. My bad.
See, I'm not the only one that gets confused on that.
Yeah, but you tend to confuse people more than anything.
We good.
We good in the hood?
Good in the hood.
Good in the hood.
So I think we should update the board over there.
Yeah, I
Instead
know.
of
I
Matt,
think
and now it needs to be Adrian.
honestly, I'm proud of him. You know why he's not here today? He's pursuing his dream of pole dancing this afternoon, which is honestly, it's good for the core, it's good for his whole body, you know, and I think he's going to be good at it.
Well, that's this afternoon. What's he doing now?
Well, he's probably prepping, you know,
Hmm.
he's probably getting all his do you know how long it takes him to get into that tight suit that he wears when he does pole dancing?
I
Sure.
thought it was just a G-string.
Oh, it is?
That's what I thought, unless he's going more modest.
He starts off in like a latex gimp suit and then he slowly takes
rips it off,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
That's
Mhm.
like really hard to pull off, though.
That's why they got those like the rip away buttons on the side.
That
So you
makes
just-
sense.
That's why he's got to prep for so long because he's snapping buttons
Mhm.
up the side of him for like an hour. It
Well, he
takes him
also
a
has
long time.
to do like a bunch of baby oil to get
Yeah, I would
his
say
ass
he's
in
gotta get a
there.
lot
He's
of
got to
baby
squeeze.
oil.
He's got to squeeze into his suit.
Mhm.
Yeah, but honestly, I'm proud of him. So like, props for him to like trying something different.
After his surgery, he had to get himself back out there.
That is, I forgot about his surgery.
I know.
Right? He was talking about doing it competitively too, which is honestly a surprise to hear.
Tough.
I know. I heard that it's a tough competition. The
Mhm.
pole dancing comps.
Yeah, I totally know.
He's been researching it. You go through his history, it just says pole dancing comp like over and over
He
again.
needs to wear like the right heels too.
Knowing Adrian, he's probably got some type of like heels that are like those platform shoes that got like the little aquarium or something in them.
Those are so fucking cute. Someone has put a real fish in there, and I'm like, I don't love it, but I also don't fucking hate it. Like that's just kind of cute. It might die, but fuck it.
Instead of aquarium, lava lamp.
Oh, now
that
you're
would
talking.
be cool.
Yep.
Oh, holy
I
fuck.
want some pair of shoes like that.
Lava lamp
That'd be
heels?
cute as shit.
Or lava lamp platform boots.
It seems like it's like an accident waiting to happen though.
Oh, for sure. But
especially if he's on a pole, like
That
but
breaks.
like
He's fucked.
think about it. He's up on that pole and he's spinning. Those things are glowing and they're spinning. It's like a little
Dude, you're
light
not
show.
wrong. It would make me want to throw more money at
Exactly.
it. You know? Like, you're not wrong, dude.
It's like a spotlight.
Yeah.
And everything.
Exactly.
like a little
Yeah.
glow in the dark type thing.
That'd be cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, he could have spotlights too. He could have like them on his titties. He could have
His man titties.
spotlights.
Love it.
Oh my god, dude, should we add a cape? 'Cause
Nah.
he doesn't need a cape, right?
No cape.
No cape. My bad.
Why
I
would
went
you-
too far. I went too far.
Then you're really gonna hurt yourself.
My bad.
Do
He
better.
he's
You
gonna
have
hang
to like
himself on-
practice yourself.
I have to
Come on,
practice.
be a better pimp.
Yeah, it's not
Kinda
great.
sad.
Ow! I just cracked my back in a weird way. That hurt.
You're getting old.
I am getting old.
Harder.
Oh shit!
What the fuck?
How do you do that? Oh, how do you do that, man? Wow, that was nuts.
Yeah, that was a good one.
It was a hella good one.
It was because I was sleeping on the couch today.
Why'd you sleep on the couch?
My cat woke me up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and then when I fed him breakfast, I tried to go back to sleep. But he's got a really bad habit where if he wants attention, he knows the best way to get me out of bed is to jump on my TV. So like the way that my TV is set up, right? I have like one of those big IKEA like 8-pack organizer things.
Yeah.
So I have one of those, and then my TV's on top of it, and I have a pretty big TV.
He's got a huge TV.
It's pretty big.
I don't think we're trying to compare sizes here. You guys can do it after.
So no, that's the point. You gotta do it,
Yeah, you gotta.
especially with TVs. With TVs, you gotta. Size matters.
How
with
big's your
TVs.
TV?
70.
Ooh.
Yeah. I
That's
think
huge.
my mom's got a 75 out in the living room.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So he tries to jump up on it, like he'll sit right in front of it, and then he'll stand up on his hind legs and like reach all the way up, and he gets almost all the way up already.
This one's not mounted though, right?
No, it's
So
not.
he
None of
could-
them are mounted.
He could push this shit over.
Probably.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
So
not gonna fall.
it's not gonna fall, but he could probably still
It's
knock it over.
wobbling though, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So that's his way of getting me out of bed. He knows it's gonna get me up and it's gonna get me moving. So I'm like, what the fuck do you want? So I'm like, do you want to play or something? So we go out in the living room and I'm laying on the couch. My mom's got a heated blanket on the couch. So I got the heated blanket on. Like, I'm getting kind of sleepy. And I lay down. And Iggy comes and lays in my lap. I'm like, he starts purring, out. As soon as that cat starts purring, I'm out.
Yeah.
So he kept switching between my legs and my chest, and then he ended up laying in my throat.
Who's that?
Yeah. I slept on the couch for a while.
That sounds nice.
What did you just put in your mouth?
I was really hungry, so I grabbed some cheese sticks.
I'm just making sure it's not gum. I thought it was a stick of gum.
Not crunchy either.
As long as it's not gum.
You guys know my favorite chocolate or candy is the Ferrero Rocher chocolate balls, right?
Yeah.
The golden foil ones?
Mhm.
Okay.
Love those.
Yeah.
I'll eat a whole tray of them in a fucking day. Dead ass. I've done it. We'll do it again. But I was at my grandparents the other day. I was just like, I'm hungry. I'm gonna grab a snack. I looked in their cabinet and I saw they had these little Skippy snacks, like Skippy peanut butter.
Yeah, those
Like,
are good.
What are these? And I take them out and it's a little like so basically it's a wafer with peanut butter and then covered in chocolate and then with little peanuts on top.
I thought they
That sounds really
discontinued
good.
those.
They're just like hella expired in the cabinet and they've been there for like 2 years.
I don't know. I ate it. I'm like, that shit's good.
Speaking of being a terrible driver, I was a terrible driver the other day.
I know, you're fucking terrifying.
Okay, well, this is like for a good reason. So I dropped off my parents at O'Hare,
Mm-hmm.
and they had like my dad had his like little like laptop case. My mom had her carry on, and then they had like a check-in.
Ooh.
So what happened was we drove all the way there. We opened up the trunk. His briefcase was not there. I zoom home. By the way, it's recommended you go 60.
So
I
this not
took-
recommended. It's not recommended. The law is you go 60.
That seems more
That's
like
not
a
recommendation. No, that's
recommendation.
not a recommendation, Cassie. That's the law. But continue.
For Chicagoans, it's a recommendation. But I was going like maybe 90.
You were going 90 down 90. Cut that out. That was stupid.
I was maybe going a little bit more than 90 at some points.
That's terrifying.
I was very terrified, but in the long run, like I drove there, grabbed it, got all the way back during rush hour, which is also like really awful. And I got there and they had like about 5-10 minutes to spare before like the doors closed on them.
They got so lucky that Cassie was there.
So fucking lucky.
That's not what I was going to talk about. I was going to talk about more how Cassie and I were driving the other day. And this is why I think she's a terrifying driver. You know how squirrels sometimes just run in the middle of the street? This lady starts speeding up and starts aiming for the little guy. And she's like, you better move, otherwise he's getting run the fuck over.
He saw the squirrel saw the car coming. It's his
still
fault.
a squirrel.
It was his fault for going through.
So did you hit it?
Waited. No, it ran away.
Okay.
That's not the point. The point is she tried to hit the squirrel.
I didn't try to. I just sped up to scare it.
That's what I'm going to start doing with all the kids in the neighborhood that fucking are always playing with like soccer in the street and stuff. I'm just going to speed up to scare them.
They might move out of the way then.
Cassie would like the scene in this book that I was reading, the one I told you about, the one where it's the group of people all in a ball.
Orgy.
In the book, he turns everybody in the floor, like thousands of people, into a giant like chain monkey ball, and the gremlin was in there. He was on one side of the ball, and the dick was sticking out on the other side. And the god of silence came to beat the shit out of the gremlin, and he sees the little ball, the stick sticking out of the end, and he grabs his dick and he's trying to like shake it around, and he starts beating another god with this ball. And the way that the book describes it is he's using it as like a flail, but then it gets rigid after a little while and then starts using it as a mace.
When you said that you have like a scene for me, I actually thought it was gonna be like some like smut stuff.
That was smut stuff.
No.
That's definitely
not
smut
stuff.
stuff.
That is not smut stuff.
He grabbed his
If
dick
you-
and used it as a flail. How is that not smut stuff?
If you want to read a smut stuff, I got a chapter for you.
There was a dino sex scene in my book.
My God. What is with you and dinosaurs, and why do they need to fuck for you to be happy with it?
I was not happy with it. It was very gross to listen to, but yeah.
Do you like this book? Would you read it?
No. No, thank you. That is not the smut that I'm looking for. Hard pass.
This is not the smut you're looking for.
There's better smut out there, and it ain't that.
Matt, this is not the smut you're looking for.
I gotta go find different smut.
What's your go-to smut?
None.
Cassie's is probably like
Go ahead.
Bridgerton style.
Crazy.
Halloween
Okay.
Town style.
What the fuck? Nah.
Matt's is like Overwatch style.
Isn't that just hentai?
There was a book series that I read that had a little bit more,
Hentai? Ah, dang it.
sexy things in there.
Your jacket says Alabama Gulf Coast Zoo. Have you ever been there?
No.
Okay, never mind.
My grandparents got it for me.
Have they been there?
No, they just got it from Goodwill, and they're like, "Yep, we went here. Here you go, Matt."
As a kid, my dad would give me girl toys.
Why?
I don't know. It was a joke.
Was he trying to tell you something, do you think?
I don't know.
Was he just gave up that early? He was just like, were you a flamboyant kid, Matt?
No.
Did you play with the girl toys?
No.
Maybe he was testing you.
No, wait, no, I did play with Polly Pockets.
Oh my gosh, those were fucking gas.
Oh, and the Littlest Pet Shop.
Okay, those were good ones though.
And like the
Mhm.
Polly Pocket one had like a tree house, right? And I would use it for my actual action figures.
Smart.
My favorite was my pet Rock. He
Why?
was pretty cool because he had a really cool house and everything. And
You had a house for your pet Rock?
fuck yes, it was amazing. So it was a little orange shoebox, and
So it wasn't a house, it was a shoebox.
I had to make the house for him. And in one corner he had like a little like pad that was like a dance floor, and I cut out all the squares, and he had like a little egg carton type of couch. It was really cool. And his like little bed. I think I made like a little table and everything for like the kitchen, the other corners.
It's weird going down the path of your solo child lifestyle.
I didn't have a lot of friends as a kid. I had a disco ball in there when you put the lid on.
Damn.
I just had like a weird childhood memory, like kind of unlocked there since we were talking about toys. So when I was in like daycare one day, we were like playing like house and stuff like with the Barbies. But when it was nighttime, I was very confused why we put the Ken doll and the Barbie doll together in the bed, half naked. I am now remembering that.
Okay.
Yeah, and this was at Catholic school too.
That's what they teach them at Catholic school. You know, the one children's toys are so crazy. The lightsaber ones, you know, that are like they extend when you hit the button.
The lightsaber.
Yeah.
Those are the
like-
best because you could hit people really hard at those.
Those were so unsafe. Why did they just give people plastic tubes and they were like...
Because everyone wanted the lightsaber fight, and those were the perfect ones. You just bop, 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 bop. And then when they break, you go get another one.
You could hurt people with those.
Yeah, but you learn.
That's but like when the like
lightsabers hurt.
You just huck it at somebody's head. That would be fun.
Well, we would do melee fights with each other, but the losing requirement is you had to get smacked in the ass with the sword that had the rod in it.
That's so fun.
Your dad might have thought you were gay. What are you getting from Cheesecake Factory?
Oh my god. Yeah.
Probably pasta.
Get the carbonara.
Get the most expensive thing.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
What is the most expensive thing on the
Probably
list
like a
of
steak.
50
Yeah, probably a
something?
steak or something. Do you think they have like a really like big cheesecake or something that's probably $100 or so? Because that might.
I would say their cake is maybe.
I don't get their cake.
You've never got a cheesecake?
I don't like cheesecake.
Oh right.
I don't like cheesecake either, but I get their like cake slices.
Yeah, you do.
I don't like normal cake either.
You like tiramisu?
No, the only type of cake I'll ever eat is an eclair cake.
They might have
From
that.
Portillo's?
You never know. Like the chocolate eclair cake.
Yeah.
But the Portillo's ones, you know what their secret ingredient is in that one?
Mayo.
It's mayonnaise.
You can use mayo for other stuff.
Like masturbating.
Do you use mayonnaise for masturbating?
No, I don't like mayonnaise, Matt. You know this. I'm a ketchup and mustard guy.
Did you see that the mayonnaise was used, babe? The new bottle I just got.
Because I thought it was marshmallow fluff at first, and then I realized it was mayonnaise, so I had to stop.
This is yours.
Hello.
I don't know. I'd say like he's yours and Adrian's more so.
You get weekdays, we get weekends.
I'm like an unwanted child.
Damn.
Ouch.
Maybe if you weren't so high, you'd actually
I'm
remember.
so high right now, guys.
You guys took like some fat dabs.
I also ate edibles this morning. If I'm telling the truth.
That doesn't surprise me.
Why not? Does anything about me surprise you anymore? What if I ripped off my shirt and I was in sexy underpants? Would
That would
that be
surprise me.
surprising?
You don't have any. I bought them from Target.
What?
Yeah.
She's like, I'll get you red leather lace. Like, is that what you're imagining? What are you giggling at?
The
Yeah.
one that's a triangle, and then like it has like no backing. It goes like into
Ooh.
like a V.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah.
I think it's not
What about-
assless chaps, but it's something pretty similar. But it's just like
It's just assless underwear.
yeah.
What about just like a big leaf over my junk? How about that, everybody?
No, I think the lace adds a little something more.
Yeah, but there's something primitive about it. That's nice.
That's into it. He's like,
It's something about that Greek statue, you know, with that little leaf.
Greek
Exactly.
statues don't have like a majority of them like have nothing. They're just all hanging out.
Yeah, sometimes they got the leaf on there though.
What about a
If
coconut?
anything, I would say like one more Greek statue is him without arms and like just like his dick flopping out.
Nah, that's a hard pass.
That's fucked up.
Well, he would just be armless.
Armless.
He would still have his legs. He could still use his feet for something.
Fuck no, I'm out.
How do I look?
Goodbye.
How do I look?
You need to cut your arms off
Would
more.
we still be friends if I lost my arms?
Yeah. I just wouldn't fuck you.
That means my mouth game would be on point if I didn't have arms, dog.
Use his armpits maybe a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I get sweaty in it. And then
Oh,
stop.
That's awful.
You started
Oh,
it.
I didn't want to go there.
Who
That's
needs
gross.
to use spit? It's natural lubricant.
Gross.
You started it. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
but
to
I
say.
didn't mean go with the sweat. Ugh. Gross.
What? There's two reasons for the pit to be salty after that.
Stop.
One is cum, the other's the
No
sweat.
shit, you don't need to explain it. Disgusting.
No.
He's yours.
Nope.
I'm passing him off.
I'll pass him off to Adrian. You can go to the
There
strip
you
club.
go, yeah. Go sit in the corner of the little while he's pole dancing.
Adrian gets me by default because he's not here to say I don't want him. I guarantee you he'd be like, nope, I don't want him, nope.
He's not here to defend himself. This is on him.
Yep.
Adrian, I hope you take good care of me.
What was
Takes off
Adrian's
his
stripper
clothes
name?
from- I don't remember. What was his stripper name? He did say he wanted to be a stripper, right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought you guys wanted to be like escorts.
No, it was like ass and chaps and then, right?
He said he was ass, you were chaps, right?
Yeah, I think so. Something like that.
Because you were a duo.
What would be your stripper name if you were a stripper, Matt? We should have gotten to that.
Soft serve.
What
The
fuck? With zero hesitation, Cassie from left field.
The only way I thought of that is because I was thinking like, oh, ice cream, vanilla, and then I'm like soft serve ice cream.
Honestly, I mean it like, all right. I'm shaking my titties, I guess.
Bow chicka wow wow.
Wow.
All I can think about though is like Magic Mike, like the second movie when they have like a whole convention of just ladies. That's what I'm thinking of.
I don't know what that's about, but we should go to that convention.
No. So it's like a strip, like male strippers that are like doing a whole convention. It's like a whole show. And it's like really cute because like one of the, well, it's not cute. I mean,
It's bounce go wow wow.
It's
auga.
Auga.
It's very interesting because then they have like 6 guys like all dancing in one convention room. It's cool.
Remember when Channing Tatum gets his head blown off in The Hateful Eight?
What?
I think so.
The cowboy Quentin Tarantino movie.
I'm trying to think of one cowboy movie and I can't think of any.
Django.
Oh yeah.
Hateful Eight. Ridiculous Six. Magnificent Seven. Any Clint Eastwood
Why
film.
do they almost all have like fucking numbers in them?
I don't know. That's just how they do them. I don't know.
Cowboys versus aliens.
Cowboys. That's a good pull.
I have not seen any of these except the very first one, Django.
Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Ooh, A Million Ways to Die in the West.
That reminds me of one of my smut books.
What? Continue.
One of them is like a rancher, and then after like a dance night, like obviously they were like flirting hardcore previously, makeout sessions and shit like that. But you know what? Now I'm thinking about it, I really should not say this shit out loud. But I'll continue. So then they go to the barn and everything, and then what?
Nothing. Continue. You're in the pocket. Keep
Yeah.
going.
And one aspect of this scene, which has like 3 different like sexual momentums. I know, right?
Who are
Like
you
a
talking
rancher.
to? She keeps stopping to say, I know, right? And like,
Because Matt gives like facial reactions. Anyways. And it's very hard for her to give up control. So like I think like this is like when she kind of like submits to him. And then like he rips off her clothes like with just like this knife that he has. So that's one part. And then the second part is like I think he has like a whip or something and then like ties her up against like this like saddle thing. It's like where they like have to like adjust the saddles and everything. So then she's on. You guys are giving me weird looks.
where do you keep these books?
Amazon, Kindle. That's not even the worst of it.
What's the worst of it?
There was one. Wait, let me finish this one. So he tied her up on the thing and then like fucked her. And then like after that, then
Just
like up
slid that in
against.
there.
Yeah. And then like they went up against one of the barn doors and everything. Not doors. Either door or like the wall. And then they had sex on there, but then they had sex in the hay. But the weirdest one I think it's like they got high. It was like a group of them, 3 guys and a girl. And they like the 3 guys were like these badass like gangster villain people. And they make their own like drugs and stuff. And they got really high off of it because they had to test it out. And then they had sex in front of like a group of people on a fucking couch. And they were all really high and I saw a bunch of colors.
What the fuck?
The woman I'm gonna marry, everybody.
What
Give it up
the-
for Cassie.
Oh, there was also one like where they really cut her or something like that. And then they like had sex with her blood where like as the blood is the lube.
Whoa, okay. That's
I think that's from, that's not a book that I read, but I've heard that scene many, many times.
Matt's seen that.
So your
No.
dinosaur smut
Wait, so
scene
that wasn't
compared
even
to
the
my
that wasn't
smut
even the
scene-
worst of it because like the book series that I was talking about with like the main character who, like there was a whole sex scenes of him and his love interest, but his best friend was a unicorn who was fucking a dragon.
Why do you tell us the PG ones?
Because those were the funny ones.
I don't know about that because your facial reactions to my scenes that I just told were golden.
These are the people I surround myself with, everybody.
You
There's-
bought me some of those
there-
Kindle books.
I bought some of those for you?
Yeah.
You're an enabler.
I'm not an enabler. She just has my credit card information.
No.
She said no, like that it was like.
I know where your wallet is.
She's lucky she's cute.
Rock a shot, bruh.
Pew pew. Pew 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 pew.
You guys look really high.
I'm so stoned right now.
I'm getting hungry.
Me too, a little bit.
Is there any like animated food that you would really want to eat? The one like
Animated food?
like if you could have it in real life. Like
Anything that Shaggy and Scooby eat.
I could see that. That's fair.
What's your answer? If you could have a cartoon food, what would it be?
I feel like that's hard because I'd either A, do Spirited Wave food, that like whole buffet they have of like just meats and everything and noodles.
Isn't that all fake though?
It's okay. It looks
So
good.
You're eating fake stuff.
I mean, it's still real. They ate it.
Dun, dun, dun,
That's
That's
Indiana
Indiana
dun,
Jones.
dun,
Jinx.
dun, 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 dun,
Kind of off.
dun, 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 dun,
How come there hasn't been like an Indiana Jones like porno?
I'm very sure there is.
I'm fairly certain there's a lot of Indiana Jones porno if you Google it.
Look it up.
No, don't look it up.
Look it up. Look it up. That it's actually out there.
He's got a whip. How is there not porno about that, right?
I thought it'd be more about the boulder.
What? How is it not about
the
whip?
only way we could get away from this boulder is if we fuck.
Dun, 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 dun.
No, he's fucking the boulder.
Oh.
He wants to steal your golden idol. Do you want to enter his temple of doom?
I hope he gives some crystal skull.
Oh,
You
but
guys are on a roll.
hell yes, we
I
are.
love it. That was impressive.
That
Thank
was
you.
kind of impressive. I'm trying to think of one for Raiders, and I can't do it.
What I was gonna say is the ham. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna eat your head. Or
That's
it's like trying to slurp you up.
It's
that's
actually eating the microphone right now on my camera.
Oh, for mine, it's like trying to eat you.
that's our rum ham.
I get that from the rum.
And the
This one-
ham.
The face.
It's from Sunny.
Sunny with a Sunny. Wait,
It was said Sunny with Cheers Meatballs.
yeah, that's what I originally almost said.
That's not the movie name.
Oh, the food from there. I would do that.
Claudia the Chance Meatballs?
Yes, one of those.
Butter.
The butter cube. Yes.
The giant pancakes.
Get
Oh,
a
I feel
little bit
about
of
that.
everything.
I might as well like go to like the upgraded one, like Fogo de
What's-
Chao or like Texas State
Ooh.
Brazil or something.
Those are
Now
expensive.
you're talking.
Now you're talking. Ooh.
I just love all you can eat meat.
Matt loves all you can eat meat. Or the all you can eat meat.
Every flavor
All you can eat Matt.
with multiple spiciness.
Oh.
Truth.
Would you put hot pepper flakes on a penis before you sucked it?
No.
Tabasco.
Ow! It's gonna
Dip
get in my
it in-
pee hole. It's gonna get in my pee hole.
I'm gonna put your cock in a jar of like jalapenos
What?
with all the juices.
No, thank you.
Let it marinate. Which one's bigger, a demon cock or a horse cock?
I don't know.
They're both pretty big.
The only person who knows the answer to that is fucking Matt.
Why?
I
She
don't
just
know.
said she knew.
No, I was asking. I feel like I know a horse cock is big, but do we know how big? What do we think how big a demon cock is? Maybe it's based on their size, or
Yeah, I
maybe
would say,
like they can manipulate it,
Imagine manipulating the size of your cock.
Why would you ever want to do that?
make it like wavy.
It's a size, not shape.
Oh,
Cassie's like, make it a pinwheel, not.
make it like have like little indents and everything like that. So it's like not having holes, but like it's like indented.
You want to put a hole in somebody's cock?
No, I said no
Then
holes.
you're just gonna be pissing out of all the holes.
No, I said no holes. Like it's kind of like this.
On a
Yes.
cock?
Yeah. But not like that
It's
big
infected.
and not that big in height, but like it's just like a little bit like flatter and it's like
Do you use cock in your vocabulary?
Yeah, I like cock.
Yeah, you do. Thanks for making a joint effort, everybody. Joint effort. In my book, they use praying mantises.
For what?
Is it praying mantises or praying manti?
I don't know. No, I think they're mantids.
Mantids.
Is that the plural?
I think so.
Well, that's pretty interesting because you got man tits. Nobody thought that was funny?
No.
Dang it.
It seemed too forced.
It was a play on words.
You could do better.
I'll force myself in between his man tits.
The plural for praying mantis is praying mantises or praying mantes.
Ew.
I don't know when I'm
like
ever going
those.
to use it. So
Nope. Many mantises.
thank you for making this session.
Thanks for making a journey for everybody.
Bye.